and welcome to Mutual Fund Sahi Hai presents The Outside View. Yet another week into the World Cup and it has been an eventful affair so far. So many close games kept us entertained. So let's have a look at how the things have unfolded in this week. So we first saw India versus West Indies and then a show from Smriti Mandhana and Harman Kaur, both of them scoring their centuries and taking India to a mammoth total. West Indies got to a good start there, wherein Deandra Doughton and Haley Matthews started good for the side, but Sneh Rana came in and just saved the day for India as India won the game. And then it was time for the hosts and the number one ranked ODI side Australia. So New Zealand and Australia, this contest was going to be interesting and that's how it turned out to be. The New Zealand bowlers started good, but then Ellis Perry took the charge and Talia Magra supported her well. Both of them completed their half centuries and Ashley Gardner, who was playing her first game of this tournament, well, it didn't seem she was playing her first one, but she also played a good knock for the team, owing to which Australia could put a good total for New Zealand. It was Ellis Perry again giving the team the early breakthroughs, and Australia then dominated the proceedings as Ellis Perry was awarded the player of the match. Then we saw Bangladesh and Pakistan locking horns with each other. Both the teams were searching for their first win in this tournament and it went in Bangladesh's favour. We've seen Bangladesh put up very good fight in this tournament so far and that's what they did against Pakistan as well. Initially their openers gave the team a good start. Nigar Sultana also chipped in those important runs for the side, owing to which Bangladesh could put a modest total for Pakistan there. Pakistan's openers Sidra Amin and Nahida Khan looked comfortable on the pitch. They gave the team a good start. Sidra Amin went on to score a century and became the first cricketer from Pakistan to do so in Women's World Cup. She stayed firm on the pitch but wickets kept falling from the other end. At the end, the collapse of Pakistan's batting unit saw Bangladesh made a comeback. And the one who stood out with the ball for Bangladesh was Fahima Khatun. This gave Bangladesh their first win of this World Cup. They made their maiden appearance in this ODI World Cup and this one was definitely a special one for them. England then faced South Africa. The defending champions were searching for a win in this tournament, but South Africa denied them one. Tammy Beaumont and Amy Jones was amongst run for England, but Marizanne Kapp starred for South Africa. She registered her 5-wicket haul as she ran through England's batting order. While chasing down the total, Laura Wolford once again scored a half century, but wickets kept falling from one end. But when it was time for someone to come and stay firm on the pitch for the side, Marizanne Kapp did it. With the ball she did it, with the bat as well she did that for the team, scoring those important runs and helping the team get to a finish. So South Africa won the match against England, their third straight victory in the tournament. West Indies and Australia then faced each other. It was Perry and Ashley Gardner show once again, wherein West Indies' batting order collapsed. They could put a total of just 132 runs for Australia, which Australia chased down eventually. West Indies bowler gave a good fight there, picking up those early wickets, but it was too low a total for them to defend as Rachel Haynes made sure that Australia finishes on the winning side. India then faced England. This one was an important one for England and they made sure they get their first win of this tournament. Charlie Dean, who had come into the side in the game against South Africa, started with the ball, picking up 4 wickets. India's batting lineup collapsed as they couldn't put a good total on the board. England eventually chased down the total. Meghna Singh picked up 4 wickets, but eventually England won the game. And then it was time for South Africa and New Zealand, the hosts versus the team which had a good run in this tournament so far. Sophie Devine elected to bat first. She looked in tremendous form, scoring that 93 runs for the team. Amelia Kerr once again scoring that important 42 runs for the team. But at the end, the lower middle order collapsed. That helped South Africa to get the momentum. Ayabonga Khaka, Shabnim Ismail and Marizanne Kapp. Once again, the pace trio of South Africa did the job for the side. Chasing down the total, Laura Wolford registered her 3rd consecutive half century. Lizelle was unfortunately run out. Sunil Lee stood there scoring her half century as well. But at the end, it was once again Marizanne Kapp making sure that South Africa doesn't lose a close match. She was awarded the player of the match once again for her all-round performance. And then we saw Bangladesh and West Indies lock horns with each other. It was going to be an important game for West Indies and they finally won the close encounter. After having won the toss, Nigar Sultana elected to bowl first and that decision fell in their favour. They were able to restrict the West Indies batters to a modest total of 140. While chasing down the total, Haley Matthews asked difficult questions to the Bangladesh batters. She sent back both the openers cheaply. Afi Fletcher then picked up 3 wickets in quick succession. That gave West Indies the momentum that they needed and they took the game deep enough. The game went on to the final over when Stefani Taylor picked up the wicket of Fariha Trishna and ended the proceedings on a positive note for West Indies. West Indies yet again won a close encounter. So this is how the last week looked in the World Cup. We are all now raring to witness another few interesting games that are in store for us, and I'm sure that you guys are interested too. What are your views? Which match do you feel was the best one in this week so far? Do let us know in the comment section below. And until then, stay tuned to Women's Cricket Zone for all the updates on women's cricket.